So, good evening, folks. It's let's see here, Sunday, January the 18th, I believe it is, and 2009. And here I have my brother.
Hi.
His name is Mark, and he's joining us. He has some questions to ask me about gold and silver, and I'm going to try to answer them best I can. So, with that, what's your first question?
The first question is, where should I buy silver and gold? Where can I buy it?
Yeah, that's the number one question I seem to be getting is where do you get the silver and gold? And if you're in America, right, you're gonna have to get your silver and gold from dealers. And here in Canada and most places across outside of the United States, you can purchase it at the banks. Some good dealers are, for example, APMEX, which I've been recommending most of you guys to buy from there. And also, you can get some gold and silver from your local coin shop. I'm going to be posting a link to where you can find your local coin shops. If you just click over there and hit more info, it'll scroll down and display a bunch of information, and you'll see the links on where you can find different coin shops where you can find gold and silver. Now, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've missed, but if you were to buy your gold and silver at a bank, just remember that the banks are not going to give you the best rate. Dealers usually give you the best rate, and but you know for sure that you're going to be getting the top quality gold and top quality silver as well. All right.
What if you? I have a follow up to that.
Okay.
What if you're like a lot of people? You know, you're living basically paycheck to paycheck. Your credit cards are maxed out. You're not going to be able to buy a lot of silver at one time. Maybe I can scrounge together maybe $30 a paycheck. And I want to have a little bit put away, even though I know it's not much. Can I go to one of these internet sites and buy one piece of silver or one coin? Is that possible?
The best place to get one coin is obviously your local coin shop. Again, I'm going to be posting a link for that. And you could also do it from dealers as well. Dealers like APMEX does deliver one coin at a time. However, they only deliver to American sites. So if you are interested in finding a dealer that delivers to your location, Northwest Territorial Mint does deliver outside of the United States. However, their delivery times are very delayed and backed up. Same with the Perth Mint. They also do so as well. But again, their delivery time is backed up. And you could also go with Kitco, which is part of the Perth Mint as well. So the best place, if you're someone who's just living paycheck to paycheck, and you just want to buy one or two coins, find your local coin shop and get a few coins that way. And if you really don't want to go out and find those coins, I highly suggest you run to your bank and get pennies and nickels. If you don't do the silver thing, do the pennies and nickels things and start saving those things, because those have real value in them, not the paper dollars themselves.
Okay. So the next question is, if and when the dollar collapses, how do I use this gold and silver?
That's a good question. That's another good question that so a few people have asked me, and basically, as long as there's an exchange like the COMEX still available, dealers will buy back your gold and silver anytime. You just give them a call and you can send it to them. Also, coin shops will buy them back from you. And you don't have to worry about them going, well, you know what, the price is so high, so I want a discount. If somebody's trying to take you for a ride and not give you the full value of the gold and silver, then you don't deal with them. Like, for example, if you go with cashforgold.com, that's a place that will actually not give you the best value for your gold and silver. So don't go with companies that are trying to take advantage of you. Try to avoid those companies and go with dealers and reputable companies. For example, goldsilver.com is a good dealer that will accept buy your coins back. Now, the problem is what happens if there's no exchange, right? And we have a Zimbabwe style system where in Zimbabwe, for example, there is no price for gold and silver. Um, there is no price for gold and silver in Zimbabwe, but you will find somebody willing to give you a whole lot of Zimbabwe dollars for those gold and silver coins because they know how much valuable they are. So you will be able to find some way to get dollars, but most likely people will just trade you directly for the items you need with the gold and silver, and you're just going to have to use your own bartering skills to take advantage of the best deal when you're purchasing something with your gold and silver.
But what if the collapse doesn't happen soon? What if I bought some silver as my savings, but the collapse isn't happening. I need to pay rent right now. What would I be able to do?
Yes, that's a great question, and I would suggest that if you can't pay your rent and if you purchased silver and it was with all your savings and you needed to pay rent and stuff like that, you're going to have to liquidate and you're going to have to do it with the current market price, and that's unfortunate. So try to consider saving a few dollars, and just enough for for example a month worth of emergencies or something like that, but not go all in. Or you could use your credit cards and just wait your credit or lines of credit or any kind of debt instrument to keep it going. Now, the real heart of the question is that, well, what if we're early, right? That's the real question. What if we're early? For example, Jason Hummel has admitted that what he got into silver in 1999 and said, I got into it too early. Are we early today? And I have to be honest, I don't know. It looks like we're not early, right? Because as you can see, the banks are collapsing. There's no chance of them surviving unless we just print gobs and gobs of money. And again, if we do that, that's hyperinflation. The only way that this hyperinflation is prevented is if someone outside of the United States is going to hold a bunch of dollars and help hold up the value of the dollar. If you see something like that happening, please let me know, because then we can determine based on that how long we've got. But basically, we don't have much time. I believe that this year is a good chance of hyperinflation, and it increases year after year after that. Um, um, I've read, for example, ShadowStats.com. He believed, the person who was running ShadowStats.com, his name is John Williams, I believe it is, and he took down his estimate of hyperinflation from 2010 to 2009. Right, so that's something you might want to consider in your calculations.